Hey everyone, it's Dr. Scrapbook, and wanted to let you know that my renovation to my scrapbook room is done. I thought I'd give you a little tour of what it looks like. So it is really different than what it looked like before. So now I have to say, I have this nice big closet space over here, and that really isn't organized yet. It's on my list of things to do. But I moved the armoire. I'm going to start in the corner. I'll come back. Move the armoire over here, and we got rid of the outside doors. We got rid of any sliding trays that were on it because this used to be a computer. Do you remember when computers needed their own hutch? That was a computer hutch. And so you can see now I have the two big drawers on the bottom. There's punches and adhesives. I have a few of my binders filling up some gap rooms. These are, I've got my historic collection, pockets, fill-in file sleeves, 8.5 by 11 fits back there. This is just, that actually doesn't belong there, but it's a project that I'm working on. So, and these little nooks and crannies were great for storing. That's ribbon up there. Up top has always been good for my smaller albums, so I'm just going to keep those up there. And then that's my happy album. I don't know if you can see that. This is where I keep all my happy album materials. So the albums are in there, the pages, and some custom papers that go with it. And then up on top, for my national park stamps and cards, they are up there. And just a few other odds and ends. I got my Scrappy Bear up there. New piece that I bought is this iris case holder. It is on wheels, so it can come out and move around the room, but each of those iris cases is a year's worth of material that I want to scrap. All the mementos, calendars, those kinds of things. And then that top of it gave me a good place to store photos that I'm working on. That's back here. And then these are journal cards and MAC cards I want to use up. So I wanted a new desk. My husband gave me his desk, and this is a standing desk. So I don't know if I can show you. I can see. Whoop, that's going up. I meant it to go down. And I do have to look at the stuff on the back as it's going up and down. So I don't do that all that often, but I actually did something standing today. So it needs to go down a little bit more. But I have enough on this side to keep my trimmers because that's something I use a lot of, my two mats. And yes, I got the new CM blue mat. Hopefully they'll be back in stock and I can get a matching one for it. Things I use every day, pens, the pocket pages that go back there. I'm currently working on an 8.5 by 11 album. That's why there's 8.5 by 11 pages. My glitter pens, because they can stay standing when they don't fall over from having that move. I did have room to put a computer there. And that I ended up getting more cubes and getting rid of some older ones that weren't working. So these are all the 16-inch cubes from Michaels. And you can see they hold 3 to 4 boxes of my themes. And I do have, there's all the colors. So the neutral, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. But then all the other themes are down there as well. The top of this, there's 2, I think there's 3. There's one I still have to come back to. And then I bought this box. It's wet. This is a organizer I found at a thrift store, and I am decoupaging it, and so it has little drawers, but I needed to fix the tape on the top, so I was giving them all a little extra coating of Mod Podge this morning. So my wall hangings, and then the desk that I had been using, this big L desk, has moved into the opposite corner, and I bought these wonderful library carts. And they hold, because they hold like several hundred pounds each, they are rolling, but they tuck in here very nicely. And you can see all of my punches are on this one. This one currently has some albums. I am looking for another space for the albums, but the rest of my punches are in there too. But these will take the weight because what I had before was not. And then this hasn't really changed much. My 8.5 by 11 stuff, so my catalogs, some sketchbooks. I love this. This is a bathroom holder, but it's really good for holding, longer tools. And then over here is just office stuff. And so the top of it, got my Cricut, got my little lamp and some inks, card making stuff. And then I have all these stadiums that now go all the way across. They're all even, mostly, to hold punches and then some other stuff. And then this is a little bit of a catch-all on the top. I thought it would be more of a workspace, but it is more of a catch-all space. But then this, because I don't know if you can see how that one shelf is kind of sagging because that held punches and it was too much, is now stuff that I want to use, but I don't need as often and is a little lighter. So my die cutting machines are there. My washi tape is there. All of my, these are all pocket, flip pockets. And then I also have some photo corners and other stuff in there. So, and then the last piece that I keep saying I'm going to come back to and I didn't is this rolly piece. This is something, again, that my husband had. And I like something that will kind of float next to me, but I can push out of the way. And that's what this has become. So whatever current project I'm working on, the album goes underneath. You can see that. There's actually 2 under there. And then on top will be whatever category I'm working on right now. So right now I'm doing a wedding album for one of our nieces. And so there's wedding stuff and some formal stuff sitting there. So yeah, so that is the new space. And you can see there's this ton of space in the middle of the room. So if anyone wants to come and scrap with me, I can throw a 6-foot table along the wall here and we can share the space and do some scrapping. So let me know. Hope to see you soon.